Imagine yourself sitting huddled in a small closet as winds over 100 miles an hour rage outside of your house. You're not even sure whether or not the roof over your head will be there for very much longer. This is what happened to me and my family back in 2004 when Hurricane Charley, a Category 4 hurricane, passed through Florida. Sadly, as residents of Florida, it's not only possible, but it's in fact incredibly likely that we will all have to deal with a hurricane situation at some point in our time living here. After listening to my speech, you'll be able to recognize the severity of a hurricane based on category, as well as how to properly prepare and protect yourselves in case of hurricanes. Since these storms are so prevalent in our nature, I'll be helping to teach you how to properly identify and protect yourselves. First, I'll be explaining just what a hurricane is, as well as how they're categorized and why. Finally, I will give you some tips and advice on how to defend your homes, seek shelter, and, if necessary, evacuate. To begin with, I believe it's important to know what a hurricane is, the various levels they're graded by, and why they can be so dangerous. Hurricanes are a natural disaster that commonly afflict Florida. A hurricane is a windstorm capable of reaching devastatingly high speeds. They are also commonly referred to as either a cyclone or typhoon, depending on where you are in the world. According to the United States Search and Rescue Task Force's website, the research on hurricanes, accessed on February 14, 2014, it is reported that, and I quote, each year, on average, 10 tropical storms of which 6 become hurricanes, develop over the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, or the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane season in Florida begins in June and lasts until November, with it usually reaching its peak around September. Most of the damage and danger in hurricanes actually comes from their ability to spawn tornadoes, raise the water levels into drastic floods, and throw objects around at devastatingly high speeds. A storm does not start as a hurricane, but in fact forms as a tropical depression before becoming a tropical storm. Tropical depressions start from the wind speeds of 0 to 37 miles per hour, while a tropical storm is from 38 to 73 miles per hour. And once you get to 74 miles per hour and up, you've reached a Category 1 hurricane, which can go from wind speeds up to 74 miles per hour up to 95 miles per hour. Category 2 can go up to 110 miles per hour, with Category 3s reaching all the way up to 130 miles per hour. A Category 4 hurricane is where it starts to get very dangerous, because this is where, in Florida, most homes are built to withstand up to Category 3 hurricanes. Category 4 hurricanes can go from 131 to 155 miles per hour, while a Category 5 hurricane can go all the way up to 156, and anything over that is considered catastrophic. Now that we all know what a hurricane is capable of, let's take a look at the ways we can prepare for these storms. Depending on the severity of the storm in question, we are presented with several options, including to weather the storm, evacuate, or seek shelter in nearby facilities. When choosing to hold your ground and weather the storm, you need to know how to properly prepare yourself for the storm at hand. The American Red Cross's website article on hurricane preparedness, accessed February 14, 2014, recommends that if you're staying home, be sure to bring in any outside items you may own that can be picked up by the wind. Be sure to restock on plenty of non-perishable foods and to close your windows and protect them, either with hurricane shutters or, if shutters are unavailable, board them up with plywood. Some of the most important recommended hurricane supplies include water, at least a gallon of water a day for each person for a minimum of 3 days, at least a 3-day supply of non-perishable and easy-to-prepare food, a first aid kit, flashlight, battery-powered radio, and a multi-purpose tool such as a pocket knife. Now, there are times when it is unwise to hold your ground. You need to know when and how to properly prepare to safely evacuate or find shelter. Local area shelters are often available to relocate yourself to and seek solace. Be sure to know the routes to and from them. If shelters are unavailable, or if the storm is severe enough that you're unsure of the reliability of the shelter, then it's best to prepare an escape plan in order to evacuate the area in which the hurricane will be passing through. Depending on the severity of the storm, you may also be ordered to evacuate. As I said before, in Florida, most homes are only built to withstand up to about Category 3 hurricanes, and even then, that can be pushing it. So, if a Category 4 or higher storm is called, you will generally be ordered to evacuate. Under such circumstances, be sure to form a plan with your family in order to know where to meet up and ways to keep in contact. Always be sure to leave very early before the storm comes so that you have plenty of time. Make sure you review your routes of escape. And finally, always be able to bring your emergency supply kit with you, just in case. Hurricanes can be a dangerous and terrifying natural disaster. However, with proper knowledge and preparation, even they can be taken down and overcome. After today, you now know how to judge a storm's level of severity, the damage that can be done, as well as how to safely prepare for said storms. And with your newfound knowledge, you can safely come out of the closet into a newfound world of hurricane safety.